What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see from this timestamp on this article, it's an old article, probably what, 7-8 months old, give or take, but it is the most recent article I could find as it relates to the horror thriller film called O.T.H.E.R, which just recently dropped a trailer. And with that trailer drop, usually we'll see some announcement on some of the normal horror news websites. No one was talking about it. No one was mentioning the fact that this trailer recently dropped. And I thought, is it a recent trailer drop, or is it just maybe something that one person, just one channel happened to upload? But when I search on this film, there are multiple channels dropping this trailer around the same time, which again was very recently. So I thought, okay, it's an older article, but maybe this article will give us some context versus just jumping right into the trailer. Usually we have an article that we read through. Usually there's a synopsis that we cover off on. Again, give us a little bit of background about the film before reviewing a trailer. So again, I understand this is an older article. I don't know what's in this article. We're going to find out. If it turns out to be nothing, then you know what? No harm, no foul. We'll just jump right into the trailer and see what the trailer is about. The trailer, again, is one of those shorter ones, between like a minute and a half, minute 45 seconds. So not sure what all we're going to see from the trailer. I haven't watched it. Again, as I've mentioned to you guys before, I usually just go in, get a timestamp, just get an idea of how long the trailers are going to be. So let's jump into this article, see what potential information might be in here about this film, and then we'll go over to the trailer and watch it. All right, so let's scroll down a bit. Voltage Pictures has acquired global rights to the horror thriller O.T.H.E.R, starring Olga Kurylenko, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The feature, written and directed by David Moreau, follows Alice, who reluctantly returns to her childhood home after the sudden death of her estranged mother, only to discover the house, eerily frozen in time, hides a sinister secret. A high-tech surveillance system tracks her every move as a dark presence lurks in the shadows, driving her toward a terrifying revelation. Voltage will officially launch global sales for the film at the American Film Market in November in Las Vegas. Wild Bunch is set to release the film in France in 2025. I don't know if that did in fact already happen, and that's where it ends. So we got a brief synopsis. Actually, no, let's keep going. Actually, looks like there is more. It was just further down the line. All right, so let's keep going a little bit. Moreau's original screenplay was adapted into English by John Goldman, whose past screenwriting credits include the extraordinary journey of the Fakir. I'm not if I'm sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. And producing credits include Under the Tuscan Sun and the upcoming Girl in a Cloud. A little bit more about that. Let's see. Voltage recently teamed with Radar Films on the acquisition of worldwide sales rights for the latter's F1 racing. Okay, nothing to do with this film. Still nothing to do with this film. More background about what the director's done previously. Okay, let's keep going. That might be the end of the article, and it is. All right, so yeah, wasn't much more to add to it. So we had a brief synopsis, and again, when this film was due to be released. So let's jump over to the article. Again, I know this, I'm not the article, but the trailer. I know this article is old, and like I said, it is an old article. Couldn't find any new information, more recent information to coincide with this trailer drop. So let's just jump over to the trailer and see what this film is going to be about.
My mom died, Johnny.
When was the last time you spoke to her?
We didn't really talk.
What do you see, Alice? Say it again. I'm beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
There's a lot of wildlife around here.
Don't show your face!
I'm beautiful.
Please, leave as soon as you can.
Excuse me?
Again.
Have you seen this before? I'm beautiful.
What do you think about yourself?
I don't know.
You are beautiful, Alice. What did you put in your body this time? Again.
I'm beautiful.
Again.
I'm beautiful.
Again.
I'm a monster.
So yeah, that took an interesting turn. I wasn't expecting that type of trailer for what we literally just read. And they said it was going to be a horror thriller. That seemed to be more like a horror. I mean, I can see the thriller aspect to it, but more of a psychological type. So like almost like she's having a psychotic breakdown. So she comes to this home, which I assume is her late mother's home. Comes across all these videotapes, starts watching them. Looks like they're old home movies, and we keep hearing this talk over that you're beautiful, you're beautiful. But it seems like the more the talk over picks up, the crazier they portray her in the trailer from the cutscenes. And then we see this mysterious person pop up. I think I counted 3 times with this mask on. One at the end of the driveway, and then they were closing these doors that would lead down into the basement or underneath the house, especially in older homes that were built that way. And then we saw one aspect where the lead actress was in what appears to be the basement, and there was some sort of figure in the shadow. It looked like a creature of some sort, and I'm wondering if that creature is also... I mean, we saw she was out there in the woods, and they were talking about like there's a lot of wildlife out here, and she saw these tracks. Now I'm wondering if we're meant to believe those are just normal animal tracks, or if they lead to something else. Because there's a couple of times where she even looks like she's being attacked, especially when she's in the car. Someone smacks up upon the window that looks like there's a plastic lining that is covering the car as well. So, and she looks like she's just going crazy from stacking the tapes, all crazy like in this empty swimming pool dancing. We then see her having putting makeup on, frantically washing the makeup off. The trailer seems like it puts the film in 2 different directions. Again, you have this mysterious figure and this individual with this mask, and you also have her alone going crazy, which I don't know if that's just a result of whatever she's seeing in these videotapes, and she's just having maybe she's so secluded in this home where it's at, she's starting to go crazy. So I'm not sure what to make of this. Again, the trailer doesn't really match up to the synopsis we saw. The trailer gave a whole different direction, a whole lot more. It gave a lot more, but it gave a lot less, I guess, so to speak, because you can't really figure out what's happening. I am intrigued. I am interested in this one. Let me go back to the trailer to see if at least in the description of the video gives us a release date. All right, it says, okay, so it says for France, because the article mentioned 2025 France release. So in the trailer, it says July 9th, 2025, it will be released in France. But as far as the US, it's TBD. It says either 2025 or 2026. So it could be a minute before we even get this in the US. But we do have a trailer. This looks very interesting. I'm hoping we get it this year, because I do like psychological horror. I don't think we get enough of them because I think they get misconstrued as thriller mysteries sometimes, when I think they're more psychological than anything else. So anyways, that's going to do it for this quick trailer review for the film called O.T.H.E.R. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think about it. And also give me your thoughts on what you think's happening in the trailer, because again, it felt like it was kind of going in 2 different directions for the story itself. And if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Later.